Hi everybody and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So definitely get used to me looking like this because I'm about to film 4 videos back to back because this is insane and I've got to do this. The end of the year videos are always so crazy because there's so much to film and I feel like I'm just going to be constantly uploading. I think what I might do is film them all today but then upload one a day just so that way I don't bombard you with videos. So today is going to be my most disappointing books of 2015. I am going to also make my top books of 2015. I'm going to make my January TBR as well as my December wrap-up. So definitely keep an eye out for that. So I think I picked 10 books as my most disappointing. I saw Books and Lala, is that her name? Lala, look her up. When she did hers, she gave a really great explanation, and it's exactly how I picked mine. I picked my books yesterday, and then I watched a video today, and we picked them based off of the same reason. These are books that I was excited to read, and then got let down. So it's not a book that I randomly picked up oh, this book, I don't know what it's about, and then I read it and I give it 1 star. That is not what it is. These are books that I genuinely went into with excitement and then got disappointed. So let's just get started. The first book, these are in no particular order either. I just kind of went on my Goodreads and I just kind of didn't like that one. So I would just randomly pick them out. So they're no particular order. The first one is Winterspell by Claire Legrand. I was super, super excited to get to this book. I wanted to read it last year, but I read it too late in the season where Christmas was already over and I didn't want to read it. So I waited and I got this on Book Outlet and I was pumped and I waited months because I, again, wanted to read it during Christmas time. And it just was a complete letdown. I did not like this at all. I think I gave it 2 stars, but I really probably shouldn't have it. It should have really probably been 1 star because I just really, really did not enjoy it. This one kind of comes as a shock, but this is Angelfall by Suzanne E. I know I gave the first book 4 stars. I have no idea why. It probably should have been 3 at least. I have been super disappointed by this series. I had heard nothing but fabulous things about the series, and I just can't stand it. I was going to marathon this series, and I couldn't, and then I was oh, in December, I'll finally read the 3rd book just so that way I can get it out of the way. I wanted to get, I remember putting End of Days in my TBR, and I don't think I can do that. I regret buying all 3 at one time. So eventually, End of Days will be read, but I don't like the series at all. This one is an interesting one. This is Vessel by Sarah Beth Durst, and it might not be a disappointment to other people. Other people wouldn't be excited to read this, but I loved Drink Slay Love. I think I read it either last year or the year before that. It made it to my top books of whatever year I read it in. It was that good. I really, really enjoyed it. And then I had bought this one on Book Outlet. I'm yes, Sarah Beth Durst, she's going to have another awesome kick-ass book involved, vessels with gods, and this is going to be awesome. It wasn't good. I gave it 2 stars. I was really, really, really disappointed in the fact that I didn't love this book. And then there comes Joyland by Stephen King. I had Stephen King on this pedestal, he's scary and I'm never going to read anything by him. And finally I was excited because I found a book that I thought I was going to love. It was supposed to be thriller and a carnival and creepy, and I was this is gonna be great. Not so much. This is not counting me out from Stephen King forever. I'm really, really interested in getting into I don't know what the name of the trilogy is, but I know the first book is Mr. Mercedes, and then the second book is Finders Keepers. It's on my wish list on Thrift Books, so one day I will buy them. So yeah, this was just really disappointing because it really just fell completely flat, and I did not enjoy it. But I've heard now from other people that this just is not one of his good ones. So I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna be swearing off him forever. It was just, I think I just had a bad luck first chance at him. Then Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I was so excited to finally try this, and I did not like it. I bought Hollow City. I think it's over here. I tried to pick it up. I think I got like 50 pages in, if that, and I stopped. And I have no urge to re-pick it up. Like, I don't like this series. I don't know why, but it's just confusing, and I just don't like the world. I don't know. I was majorly disappointed by this one. Night Film by Marisha, can never say her name, Marisha Pessl. I was so pumped to get into this one as well. Like, I've heard nothing but great things, 5-star reviews left and right, and how it's thriller and it's amazing. I didn't like it. There was the cult, and there's other things in here that I just felt like were not necessary, and I felt like it dragged. Even with, like, the police reports and different things in the middle of it, I didn't like it at all, and I was majorly disappointed. This was one of the very first books that I read in 2015 in January. Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I know the year before I read Fangirl, and I wasn't crazy about, but I really wanted to give Eleanor and Park a chance because that was another one that was so hyped, and it was her first one, and everybody loved it, and I didn't love it at all. I think I gave it 1 star. Like, no. The characters, the situation, I just couldn't do it. I feel like one of these days when she's not as hyped, I would love to reread her books and see if I was just blind. I know I really like Landline, so I'm thinking I just like her adult books. I've been wanting to get attachments at some point to test that theory, if it's just I like her adult books better than her young adult books or what. But yeah. And then I read this one for the Rainbow Rainbow-a-thon that took place in June when I got my wisdom teeth out. This is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. This was another one that, like, everybody, 5 stars, so captivating, so awesome. Boring. I just remember it being, like, extremely boring and just, like, pushing myself through this book. It was... Good Neighbors by Ryan David John. It's Jahn. I had high hopes for this book. Like, it was one of those books that I did kind of pick up on a whim. But I had these hopes for it. Like, it's going to be a thriller. It's about, like, this girl who, like, screams for help. And all these neighbors think, oh, the other neighbor will get it. Somebody else will call for help. And, like, she ends up getting murdered. And it's like, well, we were all here. We didn't do anything when you just kind of, like, rely on other people. And it's just, like, I was expecting so much more. And it just was not what I wanted at all. And then, yeah, this is the last book. And that is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I think I gave this 3 or 4 stars. But, like, my expectations for Girl on the Train were, like, here. And it came about here. Like, it just could have been done so much better than it was. And it is what it is. You know me. Once I got Gone Girl in my system, like, there was no turning back. Because now everything is not Gone Girl. So those were my most disappointing books of 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you agree with any of these or what disappointed